Hello children, this is fourth part of carbon and its compound. Today we will do isomers. What are isomers? Isomers are compounds having same molecular formula but different structural formula. So what are isomers? Isomers having same molecular formula but having different structural formula. They are different compounds. So they have different structures, different IUPAC names and different properties. It means they are completely different compounds. Only their molecular formula is same. They have different structures, different names and different properties. And what is the third criteria for isomers? They should, or we can say, isomers can be formed when at least 4 carbon atoms are present in the chain. Are present in the carbon chain. So they need at least 4 carbon atoms to present, then only isomers can be formed. So the lowest alkane with 4 carbon atoms, for example, the lowest alkane with 4 carbon atom is, what is that? That is butane. So, and the molecular formula for butane is C4H10. All of you know CnH2n plus 2. So carbon 4, hydrogen 10. So the formula, molecular formula for butane is C4H10. So the lowest hydrocarbon, that is butane, can form different structural isomers. Isomers may be of many kinds. Structural isomers, position isomers, stoic isomers, but that are not your syllabus. You will study them in higher classes. Here we will study only isomers of alkanes and only where only isomers of alkanes will be studied and only structural isomers will be studied. So we can study in a table, we can make a table. Here is the name of the compound, or you can say common name of the compound. Here we can write IUPAC name and structural formula. Here we can write structural formula. So first of all, these are the isomers of butane. Molecular formula C4H10. So the first isomer is normal butane. This is also known as N-butane. This is normal butane. IUPAC name, all of you know, is butane. And the structural formula is, how many carbons? 4 carbons atoms are there. CH3. We can write here CH2. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. And 3, 5, 7 and 10 hydrogen, C4H10. So this is the formula of normal butane. This is IUPAC name and this is the common name. The second isomer of butane, it is known as isobutane. The common name is isobutane, but it is according to IUPAC, it is not butane. It is a completely different compound. So the formula for this compound is CH3, 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 and here CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4, here 5. So here it is H. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrogen. So the molecular formula is same, C4H10. But this compound is altogether different. What is this compound? You can see in the parent carbon chain only 3 carbons are present. This CH3 is present as a substituent. So if 3, it will be prop and no double bond. So propane. So this compound is propane, and this is the substituent on second carbon atom, 1, 2 or 1, 2. We can count from any side. So this is 2-methyl propane. So the second isomer of butane is 2-methyl propane, which is altogether different from the normal butane. And this is the structural formula of 2-methyl propane. It has all the different properties than the butane. It is no more a butane. It is a propane with a substituent. But it's as the molecular formula is same, we can say it is an isomer of butane, and commonly it is known as isobutane. So in this way, isomers of chemical compounds are formed. We will see one more isomer of one more compound, that is also alkane, and that is pentane. What is the molecular formula? C5H12. CnH2n plus 2. So the molecular formula of pentane is C5H12. It has 5 carbon atom and no double or triple bond. So ane, 5, so pent. So this is pentane. Structural formula. So we will write how many isomers can we draw of pentane. Number 1, the normal pentane, having this molecular formula. IUPAC name is pentane, and structural formula is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon atoms. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So this should be written here. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon and 12 hydrogen are present. So this is normal pentane. Now, how many isomers can be derived from this normal pentane? The first is known as isopentane. We can derive 3 isomers from pentane, and we can see what is the formula. Suppose 2, 3, 4, and this is CH3, H3, H3, 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the new isomer which is formed. What is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the carbon chain. So it is butane. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is butane, and this CH3 is present as a substituent, and on which carbon atom? 1, 2. Second carbon atom. So it is 2-methyl butane. So 2-methyl-butane is the second isomer, commonly known as isopentane. IUPAC name 2-methyl-butane, and this is the structural formula. If we put this methyl group here, instead of here, if I put this methyl group here, H and H, here H2, CH3, CH2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, if I put this CH3 here instead of here, then also it will be 2-methyl-butane, because now we can count from this side 1, 2. This methyl group is present on second carbon atom. So, as per position structural isomers, we have only 2-methyl. Their position is different, so we will count them in. If we are doing position isomers, then they are different. But as for structural isomers, these two are same, whether we write methyl group here or we write methyl group here. So the second isomer is isopentane 2-methyl-butane. We can have one more isomers, and that is known as neopentane. The common name is neopentane, and we will draw its formula here. The formula for neopentane is again like this. This is like this. In the center, one carbon is present. On all the sides, methyl groups are present. Is as if methyl groups are present on all the sides. So what will be its name? In the parent carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons are present. So it will be prop and ane, propane. This is the main carbon chain. So this is propane. On second carbon 1, 2 or 1, 2, on the second carbon 2 methyl groups are present. So it is 2, 2 dimethyl 2 dash dimethyl propane. So the third isomer is dimethyl propane. It is no more pentane or butane. All three are structurally different. Only the molecular formula is same, and they are all together different compounds having different physical and chemical properties. So, as per IUPAC, the first is pentane, second is 2-methyl-butane, and third is 2,2-dimethyl-propane. So, these are the structural formula. In our syllabus only structural formula are there, and that is of alkane only. So, we have done of butane and of pentane. So, this is about the isomers, and this phenomena is known as isomerism. When different isomers are present, then this phenomena is known as isomerism. This is a small topic and an easy one. You have to learn different isomers, and you can draw isomers of hexane, heptane also like this by permutation combination. Now the next very important topic is of functional groups in hydrocarbons. So functional groups, it is one of the most important phenomena in chemical compounds, because what are functional groups? They are atoms or group of atoms which determines the property of that chemical compound. The property of hydrocarbon, it is based on these functional groups. It can alter their property. Every chemical reaction, it is at the place of functional group. They are responsible for every physical and chemical property of the compound, and these act as a boss, like a king of the chemical compounds, and so these are known as functional group. They determine the function of the carbon compound. And in our syllabus, we have 4 functional group we will study. Here is I am drawing a table, type of compound. What is the type of compound where functional group is there? Here is, these compounds are identified by the presence of. What functional group is present, so that we can identify the compound. And the third one is how they are pronounced. That is the suffix. You know suffix? Suffix is the part of word which is written or pronounced in the end of the word. While prefix is the word which is pronounced or written at the beginning of the word. So these functional groups, they are written as suffix of the name of the carbon compound. So we will see how many types of compounds are there based on these functional groups. Number 1 is alcohol. They are identified by the presence of the group OH. So if a carbon compound having OH, we will say it is an alcohol, and it is attached to this R. What is this R? R is alkyl group. Alkyl. All of you know what is alkyl? Alkyl is made from the corresponding alkane. All of you know this. Suppose the smallest alkane is methane. All of you know. So methane minus 1 hydrogen. So what will be left? CH3. And this CH3 is the alkyl corresponding to methane. So we will call it methyl. It is, and the common name is alkyl. So, and it is having 1 available valency. Likewise, the next alkane is ethane. So the alkyl of this ethane is ethyl, C2H5. C2H5 group is the alkyl made from the ethane. C2H5, ethane minus 1 hydrogen, it is ethyl. Likewise propyl, likewise butyl. So we can have different alkyl groups based on their corresponding alkanes. So here this alcohol, it is identified by the presence of OH, and this OH, it is joined to alkyl group, and the length, or you can say carbon chain, and the length of this carbon chain is different. Here it may be methyl, ethyl, butyl, propyl, hexyl. Any length of the carbon chain can be present attached to OH. And the suffix of alcohol is known as -ol. The compound, it ends with -ol. For example, methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. So the compound in the end, OL word is, OL syllable is used to pronounce the compound. So alcohols, type of compounds, they are identified by the presence of OH and the suffix is OL. We will take some examples. First, let me complete all the functional groups. First is alcohol, second is aldehydes. Aldehydes, like alcohol, they are represented or identified by the presence of CHO group, and the suffix is al, al, al. We can write it like this, or we can write it like this also. C double bond O, OH. Sorry, C double bond O, H. CHO, or we can write CHO double bond. Anyway, we can write, but the group is CHO or aldehyde group, where it is attached to this alkyl group. This may be any length of carbon chain, and this O is attached with a double bond and hydrogen with a single bond. If you see this carefully or this carefully, what you will see, this carbon, 2 valencies are satisfied by O, 1 valency is satisfied by H. Only 1 valency left, which is joined to the alkyl group or the carbon chain. So all the 4 valency of this carbon, they are satisfied. It means this group, aldehyde group, can present only at the end of the compound. There is no valency left so that it will join to other carbon. No, it cannot join to any other carbon. So this CHO group is present at the end of the compound. It is written in the end and it is denoted by the suffix Al. So here you see carefully, this is C on one side, carbon chain or alkyl group or carbon is present, but on the other side this hydrogen is present. This is the most important part to distinguish it from the ketone, the next one. I am just telling you, the next is ketone. Name of the compound is, type of compound is ketone. What is ketone? Ketone is like aldehyde, but on both the sides it is flanked by carbons only. So on this side and on this side, on both the sides, alkyl group or carbons should be present. They may be similar or they may be different. These two carbon chains, they may be similar or they may RR or they may RR dash. What is the difference in between aldehyde and ketone? Here we are seeing the last carbon C, it is attached on one side with hydrogen and on the other side with carbon or carbon chain. Here in ketone, CO is ketone and on both the side carbon should be present. So if on both the side carbons are present, these are ketones, and if on one side hydrogen and on one side carbon is present, we say it is an aldehyde. So by C, both have C double bond O, C double bond O. So to differentiate between an aldehyde and a ketone, we will see if C is flanked by carbon or hydrogen. If on one side hydrogen and on the other side carbon chain is present, then it is aldehyde. If on both the side carbon are present, then it is a ketone. And these both carbon chains, they may be same, then they are known as symmetrical ketones, and if they are different, they are known as non-symmetrical or asymmetrical or ketones. It may be CH3, CH3. It may be CH3, it may be C2H5. Then they are different and here they are same. So like this is ketone and the suffix for ketone is -one. Like propanone, then butanone, and the first ketone, the smallest ketone is propanone. Can you tell me why there are no methanol or ethanol type ketones? The first ketone is propanone. Why? We have seen here that at least 3 carbon atoms are needed to make a ketone, and minimum 3 carbon atoms are present in propane, not in ethane or methane. So propanone is the first smallest ketone formed by minimum 3 carbon atoms, because this CO group should flank by carbon on both the side. So this is how the suffix is on, all, L and on, and this is ketone, or the third group is ketone. Now I am writing the fourth functional group, and this fourth functional group is of carboxylic acid. Its suffix is oic acid, and COOH. This is, the group is COOH, and here carbon chain is present on one side. So it is C double bond OOH. This is COOH is the group for carboxylic acid. Here you can see, like aldehyde, this carbon has 4 valencies, 2 plus 3 are occupied, only 1 is left for this R. So this group, COH group, is also present in the end of the compound. It cannot be present in the middle. So this group and this group, aldehyde, they are present at the end of the compound, and the suffix is oic acid. Now we will see the nomenclature of these different functional groups. How these different functional groups, they are named according to IUPAC. So first we will take off alcohols. How the alcohols are named. Nomenclature of alcohols as per IUPAC. All of you know they end with all. For naming a substance, we need a prefix, then word root, and then suffix. These 3 are needed for naming a substance as per IUPAC. Prefix, all of you know, they are substituents like ethyl, methyl, propyl, butyl, or they may be halides like chloro, bromo, iodo. So prefixes are substituents. They are not in the main or the parent carbon chain. Word root, this we derive from the main parent carbon chain. First we count the number of carbons like meth, eth, prop, but according to the number of carbons, and ane like alkane, alkene and alkyne by the bonds. So first prefixes are there, then word root is taken, and then the suffix. And these functional groups, they come in the suffix. The later, when we pronounce, in the end, we call the functional group as all, al, on or oic acid. So first of all, we are doing of alcohols. Suppose I take the first alkane, that is methane. This is the smallest alkane. the alkyl group of this methane is formed by reducing one carbon atom. So this will be formed CH3. CH3 is the methyl group. Methyl alkyl group. The name of this alkyl group is methyl. So how to name the first alcohol? First we have to write the name of the alkane, then cut this E plus OL. Then we will have the name of the alcohol. So we are taking an example of this. CH4 is the alkane, and we will write this one. Instead of alkane, we will write its group. This is the formula CH3OH. This is how the formula is formed and how we name this methane. This is methane plus all. This E is cut, so the alcohol will be methanol. This E is cancelled, methanol, methanol. Here we write the name of the alkane, not the group. The group is written with the formula. This alkyl group is written with the formula. We will not write CH4OH. We cannot, because write the extended form H. We cannot write H here. CH4 we cannot write. This H is removed by this OH group. So in the formula we write this alkyl group, and in the name we write the name of the alkane, methane. So E is cancelled, methanol. So this is methanol, and the formula is CH3OH. Take one more example of ethanol. What is ethene? All of you know ethene. Ethane, C2H6 is the second alkane. C2H6, ethane. So C2H5 will be ethyl group. The alkyl group is C2H5. Now how to write ethane plus all. This E is cancelled, so it will be ethanol. The name of the alcohol is ethanol. And what will be the formula? We have to write this C2H5OH. This alkyl group we will write here C2H5OH is the formula for ethanol. In formula we write the alkyl group. In name we write the name of the alkane. So you can form by yourself propanol, butanol, pentanol. In the series, all the alcohols, they are named like this and their formula is written like this. This is the carbon chain. In the carbon chain, 2 carbons are present. 2 means eth, and this is all group, so ethanol. Like this you will name the alcohols. Now the second one, nomenclature of aldehydes. Aldehydes as per IUPAC. Aldehydes, you know, R, C double bond O, H. This R may be any alkyl group. But there is a difference in naming with alcohol. I will just tell you how. Suppose the first is methane. Smallest alkane is methane. So the group minus H will be CH3. So if we add this CH3 here, what will be the formula? CH3, C double bond O, H. Replace this R with CH3. So the formula will be CH3 C double bond OH. So can we call it methanol? Like the alcohol methane, E is cancelled. Methane, E is cancelled, plus L is equal to methanol. So can we call this compound as methanol? Methanol? No, we cannot. Why? Because see, in the carbon chain, in the parent carbon chain, 2 carbons are there. And these 2 carbons will form eth. So it is ethanol, not methanol. Why? Because as in the functional group, 1 carbon is present. So with the alkyl group, we have to count this carbon also. So with methyl group, with this carbon, it becomes ethanol and not the methanol. So because 2 carbons are present, and when 2 carbons are present in the parent chain, it becomes eth, not meth. Then what should be the formula of methanol? Is methanol is present or not? Yes, it is very much present, and the formula for methanol is HCOH. HCOH. So this is methanol. So the ethanol is having CH3, and what about the next compound of aldehyde? If it is having C2H5 C double bond OH. What is this compound? It is a ethyl group. It is ethyl, C2H5, all of you know. But this compound is not ethanol. Why it is not ethanol? Because now the chain is having, so this is having 2 plus 1, 3 carbons in the main chain. So what is this? The 3 means propane, propane plus al. Cancel E, so it is propanol. So the name of this compound is propanol with this alkyl group and not the ethanol. It is propanol. Likewise, you can draw formula for propanol, then butanol, then pentanol, and all that. You have to remember that in carbon chain, we have to consider this carbon also. So the carbon chain will have 2 plus 1, 3 carbons, and not only 2. Now the next is nomenclature of carboxylic acids. Next is nomenclature of carboxylic acid. The formula is C double bond O OH, COOH. So this is the alkyl group and this is the functional group. This functional group is present in the and only. Now if I am writing CH3 C double bond OOH, so what should be the name? This has 1 and 2 carbon. So it should be ethanoic acid and not methanoic acid. It is ethanoic acid. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 means eth. How will we write? Ethane plus oic acid. E is cancelled. So it will be ethanoic acid. Likewise with C2H5 C double bond OH, it will be propanoic acid. Propanoic acid with ethyl group. Here the group is ethyl, but the acid is propanoic acid. So in this way, naming of these acids is done as per IUPAC. We have to number this carbon also in the parent chain. So CH3 and this C together make 2, here 2 together with this make 3. So this is how we should name the acids. This is all for today. Thank you.